Grand Rising, coming to you at 0600 hours, 38 minutes. It is Tuesday, July 13th, 2021. Take a moment and think about what you said that so called they our race women didn't like, or quote unquote didn't care for. Like, such as what? Everything you say, they don't listen to you. And you know who you're talking to? You're talking to single women. Peep this game. I'm single, she's single. All she do is can find ways to complain, bring up the lanes that had no change. She met a guy and she thought it was love, but he never had no intentions of being a father, but somehow she had a child. And then she realized that it wasn't no bother. So you have the two types of males that impregnate the woman and leave, whether she's a hoe or a good woman, because there's only two categories you can be in, or the man that stay who becomes a father, or the one that leaves. But somehow, through this disparity, the single man does blame you and me. So as I talk, I am single too, and she's single. There's a depiction and description of me that she already placed. She said I am her past. We have to handle her with care. Don't matter what we've been through in our fights that didn't last, but we don't hold on to. So we thought we met a single women or a few, get into a bar, have a few drinks, and go out, go on dates, and have fun. But guess what? That's still not good enough. So her soliloquy is, my past, I have to heal. Cool, I respect that. But I'm not your past that you had to heal. So, brothers, I say all that is, it's ironic. The irony is we get to get blamed for their past, their hurts. But you don't have any passes or hurt, which you do. But we always hear, you know what I do? I kind of tune out when a person says certain things, and I tune in to those key words when they talk about another man, what used to happen. So if I bring up what another woman did, what used to happen, when I go on a date on you, I should treat you from the part or the pinnacle where me and her left off, or should I be enjoying my date or my topics of discussion with you? Grand Rising. Grand Rising. How you doing? And or should I have fun? Do things with the woman that I should be doing, getting to know her, paying attention to her needs, her bodies, her want, her mind, her spirituality? Or should I focus on something that had nothing to do with her? So when I'm on a date, I should be asking her all types of questions, even on the first, second, and third. I didn't know it took all this time for you to, and I learned this recently, my brothers and my sisters, that a lot of women, I didn't learn it recently. A lot of women will have a lot of built up hurt and pain. Yeah, okay, I add that. No, it's more so that a lot of stuff to the brothers, because every brother not against the our race women, and so what I do is try to get the men that the title is set for a reason. It's for the men that's I hate saying this stuff. I hate because you see, I don't use certain words, so I say it for instructional purposes. A lot of men are learning how to hate Black women, and my titles are specifically designed to when these men listen to bring a new insight because they hate them. They have good reasons to hate them: their mother, their sister, the women they dated, and the women they come across. Like my EI, I don't hate our race, quote unquote, indigenous women. I say Black. That's more not the that's not the high word for what I call my women. The top woman is my mother. She's my empress. My sisters are the queens, and my nieces are the princess. And I use those words for certain reasons, and I explain them sometimes. And I try to be short so people can get them. So that's the only reason I title it that way. I don't title it that way to say all of our race women. I say it for the men that I know is going to come to the video and they part of all of those I'm going away, I'm not coming back type of groups and movements. Because I want them more so to listen, because not being funny, because even based off of that, I talk to single women, single Black women, and they don't listen to me. And then my next thing is, well, I'm single. Do you want to go out on a date? Yes. Yeah, but she won't get that. That's why I ask a lot of them. I go to a lot of them channel and I ask them, you want to go out on a date? But they'll rather go listen to, now, here's the things that baffle me. How are they? I can't be on here long. I got like 10 more minutes. What baffles me, okay, you understand, is they go listen to those other men, and I'm asking her, does she want to go out? The man that's been married 3 times and is not successful at marriage, versus the man that never been married, he made it to a certain age, but he's still developing. No, it's for women too. No, but I want them to come, and I want the women to come. I know a lot of women are not too fond of listening to a man or a male unless it has to be some type of attraction or to their mind. So like this type of talk, they gonna see the title and leave. Yes, okay. They gonna see the title and leave. And so when they see the title and they leave, it's like, okay, then I guess it wasn't for them. But I guess this is for my brothers that, because a lot of men can get women and a lot of brothers don't. So it's like you do the math. A lot of men average about 1 woman per year. If we in a world of thousands of women, so if I approach 10 women, 20 women that, let's say in a year is 365 days. Let's say I approach 100 women. I should have got more than 2 responses. And that's what a lot of men go through. And a lot of men that do get to women, they find out that I don't know how to put it without it's in the most respectable way. There's not a lot of women that want what they want. Like I was stopped talking to a lady, her name Shantae, then I met 2 more ladies. The one lady came, beautiful lady, prettier than Shantae, but it ain't had nothing to do with that. I thought she had her own place and own things going on. So it was ironic that when I date, I don't date lower than me, or they say date at your level. But usually when I find a woman to date, and the ones that choose me, usually we on the same level. So she not already making 6 figures or she making so much amount a year, but it seems as we have a hard time. And I dated women that made 6 figures. But the woman I dated, I don't know about her because she ain't say too much. I think more so she was in another relationship. So that was the Shantae, other chick, other lady. And the one lady I was dating recently, she said that, how did she say it exactly? She told me that it was almost I was too much. She didn't need me. So I had said it, because sometimes things don't come to my mind to afterwards. You would rather be with a guy that have less and homeless, and she just kind of looked at me with a yes answer. And since I didn't need her, but I told her there's times when it's supposed to be about help. I might get tired and don't want to cook. I might get tired. I'm gonna call a day off. I got PTO, or if I own a business, or we working towards own a business, we gonna take a break that day. She didn't see herself, so I learned even some women find fault in that, and then I find a lot of single black women that have a fault in black men, but these black men are more so con artists. Then you find out they cheating on their wives, or they have 3 unsuccessful marriages, or he wrote a book and he has a young black daughter. So now it's all this negative, but you can't speak up. I'm learning you can't speak up against things like I have made nuances and terminologies that women say. And one thing I say, the one thing that men and women comparable to is there's a woman nature and a man nature. You're going to do a lot of womanly things that other women do. I'm going to do a lot of manly things that other men do. But I find it hard to be with a lot of our race women and a lot of men. They keep telling them, and then the women keep telling us, and they say, why we also get so much kickback when we bring up men? Because the kickback is to men that's actually not doing those things. They say, do these things. And you say, well, man, I didn't know. I'm learning that I'm 38, single, no kids. I don't do a lot of stuff. And I have a mind, I'm intelligent. I'm still working towards my future. I'm getting put into a box. And these men, they're not being put into the box, and they learning how to hate because, not being funny, men that want that car, who you think he want the car for? The men that want to look a certain way. Why you think you're trying to look a certain way? Same as the women. Why you think she put on that makeup? But it's some things we saying, well, that never mattered to us. The men that actually want these women, but the focus, they're gonna focus on an unsuccessful man that's talking and got a women thinking when we're saying and he's saying what we're doing. And that man is telling them, go talk to those men. And well, what we try to tell him is, we're like, well, he's too average. But there is no such thing as average because we are all average. If you take away the money out of LeBron James' pocket, people say, well, he worked hard for that. So you telling me all these other thousands of men that tried to make it to the NBA that just as good didn't make it. And that's the talks that we're trying to have with them. But it's always a rebuttal or fight against. But it's crazy to me because they're single too. And it's as, how you doing? All right. And so, but I got to go. But you have a good day and everything. And I appreciate you coming to the live and just share and show other people. And I want the men and women to come together. But I guess we have to, yeah. But you have a good day. So long.